Much more than I made, according to that list.
Yeah, you were
Double.
way down there. dude.
Double.
I was number 9.
How
man.
does it, how
Double.
I've been meaning to ask you since the list came out. How does it feel to be a fucking loser?
Yeah.
bro? Like you, bro. Like unreal.
I know,
how
I
far down you. What number was it? Number
9. I might as well not haven't even been on the list. It's bad. It's real bad.
How do you get out of bed in the morning?
Doesn't do YouTube.
I got ripped off the fucking Pokemon cards too. If Floyd paid me in full, maybe I'd be a little higher on that list, you know. But yeah, the fucking Pokemon cards too. $3.5 million
on some GI Joes.
$3.5 million on fucking GI Joe. I cannot believe it. That was a sad day. That was a very sad day. We should talk about this a little bit because I think there's gonna be a little bit deeper of a story here.
Yeah.
You can't just scam someone out of millions of dollars like that, right? Without legal consequences?
I mean, what contract did they sign?
No, there's got. Oh man,
I don't
really?
know. I don't know.
What's like what the
Goes
fraud
down to a
laws
judge?
or anything?
Yeah,
because by the way, it looks like
did-
we have the group of people who are actively doing this and are like scammers. They just didn't
That's-
assume that I
was
would
gonna
get
get the box.
I was going to get the box. They assume
Now
that
this is
they
this
assume-
can go further. If it was just one person and he was like, "Yo, I did
No,
a deal
brother.
and like here it is," yeah, there's fraud.
It's
That's
a whole
definitely
thing.
fraud.
It's a whole thing because
It's crazy.
I was wondering why I was never asked to buy that box, knowing how
course
much
not.
knowing how much I care about Pokemon. The fact that the box made its way around me, I was surprised.
too much heat.
especially because the broker had sold me something in the past. He knows me. He knows my interest in Pokemon, and yet it skirted me. They didn't want to get it to me because I was the only one who had the balls to fucking open the case.
Or to televise it.
Everything. I mean, it's an L, and I'm not afraid to say it's a fat fucking L.
But it's not an L for you. Like,
Well,
you're,
I
you're
will say
okay.
this. I will say this. Matt, the guy
Yeah.
who sold it to me,
Stand-up guy.
stand-up guy. He reimbursed me, paid in full. He's a great guy. He's a massive sports card collector. But him chasing his 2.7 million.
We're helping him. You know.
We're
gonna
trying.
help.
We're
Yeah.
trying to get all the information we can because again, it's a whole thing. People have suggested making like a documentary out of it.
Well, I
bro.
was gonna ask you. I usually I know people don't always know what goes on behind the scenes, but I'm usually pretty up to like speed on the things that are going on in your life. Like,
Yeah.
You guys, both of you, keep me, even though we don't live together anymore, keep me pretty in tune with what's happening. And honestly, when that happened, I had no idea. And I reached out to Logan and I
No
said,
idea of what.
of any of it. I had no idea that he had bought. I knew the case was bought, but I didn't know like he bought it without seeing it. I didn't know any of that stuff. So I hit him up and I said, hey, like, can I be completely honest with you? I thought it was for content, dude.
So did Jake.
I honestly,
So did Jake. I see
honestly
comments.
did. I thought it was made made up.
I see comments that they think I was acting. They think it's fake,
but it's not.
not fake at all.
No, the guy
No.
that he bought it from is one of the most reliable people in the collectible
Got
space.
it. Got it.
No, it's not fake at all. It's 100% real. The room, being in that room that night was incredibly sad. The energy and the tragic feeling in the room was so palpable. There was a female there. She was a fellow employee of the authentication
The
company.
guy.
She started crying. It was so sad, bro. And I felt bad for the guy
I did too.
who
Opening the case
who opened the case because
and verified it.
you got no business authenticating shit when people are dropping multiple millions of dollars.
Oh.
Like I don't have sympathy in that regard. Like you
How many boxes?
I watched all the videos. One of the smartest things that was said was the more cases or the more packaging that's on top of the actual product is the way in which they could cheat you. So you can see the first edition box with the colors. You could see right away that's a real box or not. Pretty much like you
Yeah.
or people that know it. When there's a cardboard box on top of
I
it,
know.
you just don't know what's
plus,
inside.
Well, plus the BBCE seal. That's the reason you buy the box because BBCE, a reputable authentication
and he shouldn't
company.
have